Yeah, just realized it's almost test week. It is test week. But okay, cool guys, just to explain some housekeeping. The Sunday papers are next door with Ricky. That stuff is embargoed for Sunday. And then how it's going to work here is Kanan, Marnie and John. Kanan and John are for exclusive use today, so you can use those today. Marnie's quotes exclusively tomorrow. So nothing of Marnie out today. Okay, cool guys. What we will do is just the usual. We are going to start off with English, and then for the last about 10-15 minutes, depending on how many questions there are, we'll go to Afrikaans. Okay, lekker. Okay, questions?
John, how does Saturday's debut compare to when you made your Irish debut, what, 2019, 4 years ago?
Yes. It'll always be different, you know. It's your home country, you know. I mean, obviously it was a great honour to play for Ireland as well, but I didn't grow up as a young boy watching, you know, Paul O'Connell play rugby thinking, geez, I want to play in his jersey, you know. I was watching Bakkies Botha run around smashing guys and thinking, one day, you know. So it's very much a, you know, you talk about childhood dreams coming true and that kind of stuff, and you know, here I am sitting here. I never thought I'd get the opportunity. Things change, you know.
John, does the journey, I would suppose, make it worth a while waiting so long? The journey you had from here going over and then coming back, it's sort of
yeah, it's a bit of a round trip. You know, Rassie was the one who took me over in the first place to Munster. And you know, 7 years later, you know, Rassie gave me another phone call and here I am back again. So no, look, listen, it was a massive journey, but it's, you know, I don't regret any part of it. I've, you know, built a family and a home, and got a good community out in Ireland. But you know, you can't pass up an opportunity like this. It's a massive honour.
Sorry, maybe to follow up on what they're asking. You say it's been almost like a way around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and coming back. I don't know if anyone has asked you this, but why come back? Maybe expand on that. You say your childhood dream was always, you know, watching the Bakkies and the likes. But why maybe expand on that? Why the comeback?
Jeez, why not? Why not the comeback? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not every day you get this chance. There's a very small, select few group of men who've ever played for South Africa, and you know, to be part of such an elite group of rugby players, to have peers, you know, like the guy sitting next to me, world-class rugby players. I mean, we proved in the World 2019, proved the best team in the world, and hopefully we can replicate that again this year. We can prove we are again, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to be part of something that big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel that then you have something to prove?
Not more than anyone else. You know, I think, you know, when you get called up to the Springboks, there's an onus on you. There's a certain responsibility on you to do your country proud and to represent. And I think, especially in South Africa, more than most other countries, I think the Springboks give hope to a lot of people, and being part of that hope is you know, it's an incredible honour, and it's a massive responsibility as well. You know, you have to perform, because it's not just your hopes and dreams that are resting on Saturday's results. You know, it's your country's.
John, were you aware of the rule changing, or was it something that Rassie informed you about when you phoned you? Yeah.
No, do you know what? I was aware of it, because a lot of people had said to me, a lot of my mates had said, "Listen, why don't you declare?" And my stance was always, I'm not going to, you know, throw my name into the hat. I was never going to initiate it, because I felt like I'd made my choice. But yeah, look, I wasn't expecting a phone call from Rassie. I was as shocked as I'd say the rest of the world was when Rassie rang me. So I knew of the rule, but like I said, I was never planning on going and saying, listen, Rassie, pick me, bro. So I think just when it came by, I couldn't say no.
Just this year, how exciting is it for you? Following, just how you personally see last year's international rugby. How exciting is the prospect of this year just for you growing in your game and in stature within the box setup?
Yeah, I think for me, coming into this year, the camps and all the trainings we've had, I'm much more aligned than I was last year when I came into test weeks, and now I've been to camps. I've learned the core and the values of the Springboks. So I think, and myself as well, I've grown as a player a lot in this year as well. So excited to get back out there and do the country proud and wear that jersey with honour.
I mean, the prospects of this weekend, that's Belt 3, the Bulls of the Bulls Belt 3. Just how exciting is that, playing with Kirtley and then being also in that Belt 3?
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. I mean, I've played with Kirtley a lot, so me and him know each other quite well, but now, the new recruit at the Bulls, Valley, is there at the back of. So yeah, for him, I mean, for me as a youngster, to be able to have a guy like that, is partly experienced, played all around the world, and, has bundles of wisdom and knowledge to share with us. So, being able to play with him this weekend, and not only this weekend, but going to the union and learning from me as much as I can.
Caden, it was obviously quite a dreamy season, I almost want to say, the previous one, a lot of things happened very quickly. And I don't think ever one could say that it looked like your form faltered and stuff, but just from a personal perspective, how important was it for you as a player to experience a bit of a tougher campaign with the Bulls? Was it just to sort of like bring a bit of balance and experience, that sometimes there are some, difficult times as a team, that you have to work through? Do you think that will help you at international level as well?
Yeah, I think 100%. I mean, all these guys as well have gone through a lot of dips with their various teams or whatever, but I mean, that just builds your character, and that pulls the team together as well. I mean, going up at the Bulls now speaking, I mean, that only drives us for next season to do much better than what we did. And yeah, I mean, as a player, me and Kirtley were gone for 2 months, so trying to help as much as we can and contribute positively to getting us out of that, that form we had.
Manny, congrats on your first international start. I think it's something similar to what I asked Jean earlier, do you feel like you constantly improve yourself in this role, especially being a number 10? And how much more do you think that you have to do that now at international level?
No, I mean, it's obviously for myself, it's a big opportunity for myself. Obviously, obviously my previous career, where I began in my career up to now where I am today. Obviously, it wasn't easy for me, but I'm just grateful for all that, all those tough times that I have to go through to come here in this position today. So yeah, I know it's a massive pressure on me on going into this game. But I just wanted to go out there this weekend and go out and go fulfill my role in the team and obviously give my best for the team to get the result at the end of the day.
Yeah, and maybe the final that you played last season and also like the campaign in the United Rugby Championship this season, the Storm, is how it went last year versus this year. How much of that do you think prepared you for what's coming up now?
Yeah, obviously winning it last year was great for myself in the team as well. And obviously I took a lot of confidence out of last season into this season at the Stormers, and I'm just obviously grateful again for all the opportunities I got this year to be able to play throughout the season and constantly improving on each and every game that I played. And yeah, it definitely helped, and for me and prepared me for Test rugby.
Yeah, your relationship with Damien, it looks flawless on the pitch at least. How is it off the field?
Yeah, we're good mates off the field as well as well as on the field. Obviously, we played together since juniors. We played together, so we know each other quite well, and we love playing with each other. Yeah.
Monty, a bit of a full circle for you, having left the Bulls, going down to Sharks, Stormers. The last couple of years, you've been coming to Loftus as the visiting team. How much are you looking forward to having that Loftus faithful back behind you now, but in the box shirt?
Yeah, it's special. Like I said, it all started for me here at the Bulls, and obviously to get a chance to come back to the Loftus now, to represent my country. It's a special feeling, and it's going to be nice to have the Loftus faithful also behind me this weekend, and also with the whole of South Africa. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to it.
Molly, obviously, as a guy who hasn't got many Test caps, you're going to be a target, and Fly is always a target for the opposition teams anyway. How do you plan to handle that pressure that they're going to put on you this weekend?
Yeah, obviously I know they're going to come for me, but I think I'm just taking a lot of confidence out of the prep, and like I said, for me the focus is just to go out there Saturday and just focusing on my role and what I have to do in order to drive the team around the park and put him in the right team in the best possible position to obviously to get the result at the end of the day.
Reece Hodge was talking yesterday about maybe trying a couple of 50-meter plus kicks at Loftus. What's your range? Do you feel you can do a couple from inside your half?
Yeah, I think obviously with the altitude, I think at sea level I slotted one from the 50. So I think maybe around 53, 54. I think in my range. Yeah, we will see Saturday.
Jean, you've come into camp now, and there's a possibility on Saturday that you might be able to reunite with Arcus Name at this time in a Bok jersey. How nice has it been having him around as someone you played with a lot in the last couple of months to now then having him around now in the Bok squad?
No, it's been incredible, eh? Me and Orji have been fast friends since he arrived at Munster. So, I don't think there's someone who doesn't consider Orji a mate. He's just one of the most likable guys in the world. So, it's been really good to have him here. Use him as a little bit of a crutch just to get me up to date with all the new systems and stuff. But it's been fantastic. And if things do work out that we can play together on Saturday in the green and gold, all the better. It'll be fantastic. It'll be a great opportunity for us, and a nice memory to create.
Jean, did the Stormers guys in the squad take it a bit hard on you when you stepped in the first time?
No, you've got to let bygones be bygones. No, look, I think it's one of those things where I think once we step into the circle of the Springboks, you sort of forget about all that other stuff, and it all just falls into the wayside, because we're all united here and one front, and we're all working towards this greater goal. So no, look, obviously there's a couple of mentions here and there, but you can't let them forget it too quick. But no, look, next season's a new season, and hopefully we'll do it again to them.
Well, what are your expectations coming into the group now, keeping in mind that there's a lot of great locks in this group? What are your expectations in the World Cup here?
I don't think I have any expectations. I'm just happy to be here. Like I said, it's not something that I've planned or I've had massive designs to accomplish over the last few years. So for me, I'm still probably in a little bit of a whirlwind position where I was never expecting to be here. So now that I'm here, I'm just so delighted to be here. I just want to contribute. I want to give as much as I can. And if it happens that I end up in World Cup squad, fantastic. If not, still fantastic. If I was able to contribute to South Africa and to the Springboks, I'd still be happy with my choice.
So,
John, the conversation with Rassie, what was it in terms of what need within the squad did he say your recruitment was addressing? And I guess the second part is, do you still remember the national anthem?
No, I don't think you could ever forget Nkosi Sikelele if you sung it every Monday of your life for 13 years in school. So no, I don't think I'll have forgotten that one. But Rassie just said, want to bring another lock into the mix. He said I had a good season and he'd like to bring me in if I was interested. So I obviously said, I'd love to do it. So it's just a process of getting all the boxes ticked and jumping through all the hoops with IRFU and then with World Rugby. But the conversation was quite blunt in terms of, listen, we're looking for another lock, especially for this Rugby Championship block. And he offered me the opportunity and I couldn't say no.
Caden, this time last year the opposition was probably Googling you to have a look who you are. And obviously, that ship has sailed. They now know quite a fair bit about you. Have you got it in the back of your mind in terms of what you might need to do differently to obviously gain similar results? And the second question is, obviously this weekend you're going to play right wing, but obviously you've played fullback before. What are you in the squad as? A back three player or back three plus outside centre, even though obviously you haven't played for 13 at Buckley?
No, I think it's a new season, so I know they probably know a bit better now. But like I said, it's a new season, so they probably did analysis and what we're gonna bring, and we did the same. But yeah, like I said, it's a new season, so excited to get that started. But yeah, for me, I think now I'm just winger. Wherever they need me, I'll slot in.
Last part for Mani.
Okay, and then another English, and then we go to Afrikaans, no?
Mani, I know you're still only 25?
25 years.
But obviously you've travelled a lot in terms of the franchises you played for in South Africa. Yeah. Each time, obviously, when you move, it's because that's not working out. What kept you going?
Obviously, for myself, like I said previously, I'm actually grateful for what I went through, like from the beginning of my career, because that obviously helped me to learn more, to develop and learn from different coaches that I played under. So I'm grateful for that, and obviously that built my character as well. But what keeps me going is that I obviously is this best. I obviously wanted to become a Springbok, and that was my drive, to keep my head down and keep on grafting and keep on working hard and keep on believing in myself, and just by knowing that somewhere along the line I will get the opportunity to play, which I wanted, and for me, fortunate for me, I got the opportunity at the Stormers now where I got to play and play consistently, and yeah, that helped me to reach this point now where I'm at now. So yeah, that's what drives me.
Mani, congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
Tell me, is the nerves more when you went down on your knee or ahead of Saturday's first start at King?
Yo, it's a mixture of both. Obviously, that is also going on my knee was also nerve-wracking, I must say. Yeah, it was yeah, like I said, nerve-wracking. I got the fright, not the fright, but I froze, yeah. But eventually I got the words out, and I was so relieved after I asked her, and I got the yes. So yeah, but yeah, it's obviously in getting a start for the Springboks as well. You know the responsibility, especially in the fly position. So yeah, it's massive pressure. But yeah, I'm ready and I'm looking forward for the challenge.
Okay, cool. That's Afrikaans.
Moni, tong en kies wil ek amper sê, is daar dalk 'n les vir jou Saterdag in daai feit dat jy aanvanklik 'n bietjie gevries het toe op jou knie gegaan het, dat ja, daar is dalk baie keer 'n haakplek selfs tussen 'n wedstryd, maar jy weet daar's altyd tyd om weer reg te maak wat dinge weer reg gaan kom.
Ja, nee, definitief, obviously is maar selfs in 'n game as jy maar foutjie maak hier en dan kan ou baie dink oor hy fout gemaak het en dan maak hy fout op foute. So is maar meer van hy dinge waar jy moet obviously vergeet so gou as moontlik vergeet van hy fout gemaak het en aanbeweeg en try the next oomblik positively influence so ja.
En dan ook net, jy het gepraat oor, jy weet, hoe mens druk maar moet omarm, jy weet, jy speel, soos jy genoem het, jy speel in 'n posisie wat altyd maar gewoonlik baie aandag op jou gevestig is. Die Aussies gesê hulle gaan dalk 'n bietjie teiken, jy weet, en dinge. Dink jy dis belangrik vir 'n losskakel om juist net te omarm? Vind jy dit makliker om vir jouself te sê, weet, ek gaan onder druk wees, ek moet hierdie besef, jy weet, en dan gaan my sê van daar af, in plaas van om dit te probeer, ek wil sê wegspeel?
Ja, nee, obviously, moet vrede maak, obviously, ek maak vrede met die feit dat obviously daar gaan druk wees op my, en hulle gaan kom vir my, maar wat belangrijk vir my is, ek maak seker, ek beheer die wat ek kan beheer, en daar is om myself, om seker te maak, ek prepare tot die beste van my ability, om myself, die freedom en die gemakzone te gee in die game Saterdag en ook met die ervare ouens wat ek rondom my speel, help ook baie. Geloof ek gaan my ook baie help in terme van in hy aspek en ook die feit dat ek saam met vir 3 weke saam met Pollard en 'n week terug toes Elton dan kom saam met Mokka werk het en hulle het my mooi gejaag in terme van dit met my preparation en ja, so ja.
Manny, hoe waardevol was dit vir jou om spesifiek van iemand soos Elton te leer wat presies in jou skoene was in terme van druk wat van buite af kom? Hoe belangrik was dit om van hom eerstens te gaan leer?
Ja, nee, baie belangrik, obviously. Ek is maar net, ek is dankbaar vir dat ek van hom af kan leer en die feit dat wat hulle my so gemakkelijk hou of gemakkelijk maak vir my en my so kalm hou in terme van wat ek leer by hulle so ja, ek is baie grateful vir hulle, vir hom en vir André om hulle in die kamp te hê en waarvan af ek so baie leer, so ja.
Kan jy net in Afrikaans oor die vooruitsig om nie net Saterdag maar ook die volgende paar seisoene saam met julle te speel hoe is?
Ja, soos ek gesê het, is 'n groot voordeel om so iemand by die balle nou wat aansluit by ons. Dis 'n groot voordeel om iemand wat oor die wêreld gespeel het en vir 'n lang tyd in Springbok gespeel het, so om van hom af te kan leer, nie net hier by die Springbok, maar nou ja, op werklikse basis, so ek dink vir my as 'n jong speler gaan dit baie baat en ja, net bevoorreg om so iemand te hê waarby ek kan leer.
Kijk, was 'n bietjie van 'n onbekende faktor in die Wallaby se agterste driehoek, maar ook daai ervaring van iemand soos Marika Korobetjie. Hoe benader julle hulle? Is daar baie gefokus op net wat daai 3 kan bring daar agter teen julle?
Ja, ek dink soos sal my nie weet tot die span uit is, maar ek dink ons het ons huiswerk gedoen op hulle en ons weet wat hulle moontlik kan bring. En ja, ek dink ons moet net om ons systems te back en seker maak wat ons gaan doen tot die beste van ons vermoë en om vir hulle nie maklik te maak hier. Kyk op hulle te sit.
As Marika speel het julle dalk 'n woordjie by Makazole gekry om hom na verlede jaar bietjie vas te vat?
Ja, Nee, ek dink soos gesê, dis as 'n nuwe seisoen, so ja, ek dink ons is nou op almal op vars platse en ja, ons sien uit om Saterdag ja te speel en ja.
Everyone happy? Cool. Thank you guys. Dankie julle.
Ja.